Wow.
Good morning, guys.
I'm sorry, I was enjoying watching the intro now. Damn.
What's up?
Good job, Fernando.
Right, hey.
I think we need to tweak it just one. I want to do one more thing to it, and that'll be perfect. I think that last scene where the classroom, I think it needs to end with the classroom.
All right.
So I think just edit out that last thing and just have the that's the end.
And what he's talking about, that's the first knowledge fest, second knowledge fest that we went.
That was our first class. Yeah, it has not been like that since.
Nope, that was like over 300 people.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a 300-person class at a knowledge fest.
Yeah, that was great.
Since then.
That was great. All right,
good times. You have the weather?
Of course.
All right, let's jump into the weather. I guess we should take a helicopter trip when we're in Vegas, huh? So we can get more footage for that.
Yeah. That footage is from man.
Was that from you jumping out of the plane?
No.
When was that?
That was in Orlando when we take the
helicopter
tour. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We should have done that. Maybe next year. We'll bring Brian. He loves that shit. What's the weather like today?
Today is really hot, guys. Well, we even asked. It's hot, super hot. Feels like 100. It's 91.
It's 91, and it's in the morning, so it'll go up. Yesterday it was like a high of 111.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Oh my god, super hot.
I waited till about 9. Oh no, I'm sorry. I waited till about 8 o'clock to go running, and it was still 1,000,000 degrees, and about died.
No, it's super hot.
So nice intro for sure. Me too.
Thank you.
77 and cloudy in East Texas. Good morning, fellas.
Good
morning from Corpus Christi. Crispy? Yeah, Corpus Christi, whatever. Rice Krispies. 77 in Portugal. Ooh, I bet you that's nice. Ooh. Hello, everyone.
Ooh. Hello, Cargaff.
78 in sunny Texas.
Okay.
You made the weather intro longer. Nice. Awesome new intro altogether, guys. There again, it was so... I wanted to tweak it, and you did a good job. So it's what do you call it? I'm delegating it out.
And today's word is
hot. Has Paul considered a mini splitter for the AC? Actually, so the install bay is air conditioned.
It is.
It's just not very well air conditioned because the big bay door is just an oven. The sun bakes on that. So that door, by the end of the day, you can, if you put your hand on it, it'll burn.
Yeah.
We do have two. It is air conditioned. So
we got 2 vents.
We have like 2 vents. They're both
they're
both
12 inches.
10 feet of each other.
There's like 12 inches one from the other.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
And honestly, days like today, we just keep the door cracked about 6 inches just so we could put the laser hose out there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we've been running it with the door closed because for one, this car isn't going anywhere for a week, so there's no reason to kill ourselves.
That's right. Yeah.
So it gets to be tolerable. I mean, it'll get to be it's about 80 something in here.
Oh, so, yeah.
It's frigid. Wow, there you go. South Australia checking in. We've been in the 90s this week from East Tennessee. I bet you.
Same here, buddy.
All good. 83 currently here in Vegas.
It's gonna be.
It'll be 100 degrees by lunchtime. 91 in New Jersey. Yep. See, this is it. 83 in Stuart, Florida. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You guys got the good weather.
Not really.
Throw a temp gun on that bay door throughout the day and see how hot it gets. Why? Why do I want to torture myself like that? That's just mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no help for it. So it's not like we can put insulation on it because it rolls up and it would just squish it. So
yeah.
It's gonna be 90 in Long Island.
Ooh.
Yuck. Maryland checking in at 88.
It's a Long Island iced tea.
So yeah. Oh, Long Island. Nice. Nice. All right, guys, and welcome to the news. This is a show where all we talk about is 12-volt news, not Q&A show. It is a news show. And we have the news. We scoured. We've scoured CE Outlook for the most relevant news stories that we think you guys would want to hear, and the ones, of course, that we would want to talk about. We'd like to thank CE Outlook for doing their job so that we can steal it and do ours. So thank you so much for them. If you'd like to know more about these stories, make sure you click the links in the description, and then you can go off, read the stories, and form your own opinions that may be different than mine, and I am okay with that.
You sure?
Yeah, totally sure, because why would I be?
Because you're
wrong logo. All right, hold on.
Yeah, just to remember you guys, it's high level talk.
Well, I forgot I did that.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm one guy, man. Okay. All right, so here we go. First story up. We'll come in here. We'll turn that on. Tariff relief may be on the way. Now, about a month ago, we did a story that was kind of the first part of this where they were talking about the tariffs were going to expire. Now the tariffs are really close to expiring, and of course, government officials are talking about, what tariffs they want to release, that's all nice and good. Here's the real point of this story and why I thought it was relevant. Yesterday, we were talking with a couple of customers of ours that have big businesses that sell expensive things, and they are hit really hard, like 12-volt industry. You're talking 25 to 30% tariffs on a lot of the goods that we sell out to the consumers, that the consumers are paying, which sucks. However, the gist of it is, talking with a couple of these guys, is even if the tariffs get lifted, we're not going to see any relief in that. Meaning these companies, retailers, manufacturers have all been hit hard between, COVID, tariffs, part supplies, and all this, and have been losing money. And that means that if tariffs are and we go back to like getting back that 25, 30%, you're not going to see that as a consumer anytime soon, because that money is, there's like, if I'm selling something for $500, I'm not going to sell it for $450.
No.
I need that $50 to recoup the thousands of dollars that I've lost from other things outside of tariffs.
Right. All these companies trying to recoup it.
Yeah, figure out a way to recoup money. So even if they lift tariffs, Jesus. Even if they lift the tariffs, the major consensus, and there again, I've asked other people, is that we're not going to see it. We're not going to see it at all. Yeah. It's kind of like insurance companies. They say when you turn 21, your insurance will go down. No, it won't.
That's not true.
That's not true at all. I mean, I've literally been paying about the same amount of money in car insurance. Yeah. Obviously raised for inflation, but it has never gone down. Oh, that it's like when you get car insurance as a teenager, and it's like, it's going to cost you this amount of money. You can pretty much bank on it. It's going to cost you that much money, if not more, for the rest of your life.
I just settle for that.
Yeah, even if they say, oh, no, when you turn 21, it'll go down. It does not ever go down.
No,
I mean, you might be able to get a quote on Geico and it'll go down $10, but in 2 years, it'll go back up 20. Yeah. So anyways, something to think about. There again, I'm not a politico. I don't really have a side. All I'm reporting on is the fact that if we think that we're going to see the price of goods go down because tariffs are lifted, chances are we're not. We live in America, people, where people like to make money. And if I can sell something for the same amount of money and make more money. So, yeah, pretty much pull that rubber band just back a little bit further. Right. And hopefully it doesn't break. We'll see. Right. Yeah. We'll see. Moving on, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I mean, it's just
sad, right?
Save some money.
There's no way to save money.
No, but
how do you save money right now?
I don't know, man. Just
we went from like everyone was making money to now like we're paying for it now, but we're all giving it to the gas companies.
Yeah.
Anyways, who cares? Back to Car Stereo News. Hey, are you interested in a career in the 12-volt industry?
Yes.
Do you like motorcycles? Do you like cars, boats, ATVs?
Yes.
Do you like sunny Arizona?
Yes.
If so, Rockford Fosgate is hiring. That's right. If you'd like to know more about this, head over to CE Outlook. They have a link there, and you could apply. Who knows? They're looking for all types of employees. They are growing. They're getting bigger. Now that they're owned by a new company and they have an influx of cash, they're looking to expand and do new and great things. However, you do have to work in the hot state of Arizona.
Yes. But it's cool, man. You can work with one of the biggest companies, in car audio.
Why are we still here? Let's just call them. I'm sure they'll hire both of us.
Hello?
Let's go there.
Hey, Eric, can I talk to Bill?
Yeah. All right. Into new product news. There's a bunch of new products that were talked about this week at Knowledge Fest, or this past weekend at Knowledge Fest.
Yes.
One of those, which if you guys caught the live show, got to see some of those things in action. Doug says, come to Arizona.
Come to Arizona. I see. I can stay in Doug's house.
It'd be weird though, hanging out with Casey and
No.
Natasha.
Oh,
you know,
and
but working for Rockford.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in the tub.
Well, Doug, not the tub. I'm not going in his tub. I'm going
Why
in his
not?
pool.
Nice.
He's gonna float in his pool. He can do tech support and you know.
How can I help you guys? Yeah. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Imagine moving from one sunny place to the next.
I don't know.
God, my pale ass would just not work with
I
that.
have to buy a lot of lotion.
Put the lotion in the basket. So if you guys caught the live show, as I was saying, we got to take a look at some of those Boss radios, and I found the most intriguing thing, I think you'll agree with me, is like, dude, how you can just like,
It's insane.
you could just like stand on a bouncy log
Yep.
and move around that screen. And could you imagine it being 14 inches? Holy crap. That's what she said. So we got a 14-inch touch screen on the horizon from Boss Audio.
Yeah.
Boss Audio, of course, we reported last week, or the week before last, I should say, about how they interviewed the CEO and the success they've had and how they're rolling that back into engineering and just employees in better products and spending more money. They're really grabbing the reins. There's a chance at some point that, you know, we might be saying in the same conversation, Alpine, Kenwood, and Boss, or Boss Elite or something like that, as like, here we go.
Yeah.
So something to think about. I think a few tweaks to their operating system. Right now, I feel like their operating system is why they can do it so inexpensively, because it isn't as refined as, let's say, those other brands. As long as the product is solid, though, I feel it'll eventually get there just because.
Yeah. No, I you know, for people that they don't want to spend that much money in a radio and then want that feature, big screen and everything, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, there you go.
I don't know what the resolution is on it.
No.
We haven't gotten to this point yet.
Well, they say this product actually is going to be in the next six months.
Yes.
It's not going to be...
Basically, what they're saying is that we're going to have the biggest floating screen in the dash.
Yeah.
There again, it's going to be... Who knows? Who knows what it'll be? I will say this. One of the reasons why the inexpensive radios like this were still available through a lot of this was because everyone switched to the high-res screens. And the high-res screens you couldn't get. But the low-res screens, the 480 screens that we've been using forever and ever and ever, were all available. So that's one of the reasons why you could get a Boss radio and you could get an entry-level Alpine and stuff like that, because these older 480 screens that we've been using forever were still plentiful in the marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on, Audison intros more powerful DSP amplifiers. Now, I will say we got to sit in Christopher McNulty's car while we were at Knowledge Fest and do a video of his car. At the time, he had the new 5-channel amplifier in it. And then we talked about the future of the product. So stay tuned for that video, hopefully soon. And we go in depth about what is unique about these amplifiers. Suffice it to say, they have like 9 new products, I think. 10 new products. And which they haven't introduced 10 products in an Audison line ever. It is a new take on the DSP amplifier. You buy a 5-channel amplifier, but it also has like 6 or 8 channels of DSP output.
Yeah, so we have the 5-channel with 11 channels
DSP. So you have 6 more channels of output.
Right. We have an 8-channel with a 14-channel DSP, and then we have a 12-channel with a 14-channel DSP.
So the first channel is going to be the powered side. So this has 5 channels of powered and 6 channels of extra DSP output. Now you might say, well, that's cool, but what? So what they're doing is they're making companion amplifiers that are going to be physically very similar to the main amplifier. So they make a 6-channel companion amplifier, a 4-channel companion amplifier, and of course a big mono block. Mono block, meaning the same size physically as the amplifiers. Stay tuned to that video. You can learn a little bit more about these products. These products are going to be trickling out over the next year. They just wanted to introduce the line now and get people excited about it. You're probably not going to see that 12-channel
anytime
2023 sometime.
Yes, yeah, 2023.
So we still got time to save up your money for them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be Audison.
That's nine products with 3 more accessories that you can add on.
Oh, they're also going to be having a controller that looks, it has LEDs in the top and looks very similar to what's currently available on the market.
Yeah.
Although we haven't seen a finished product, we got to see a prototype there. Either way, a knob is nothing new. Everyone's had knobs. They are going to be offering a knob.
Yeah.
So pretty excited for Audison. People are going to love that. Also, new in the news, Sony introduces some new radios and some new amplifier. They introduced 2 new double DIN wireless CarPlay units.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
You got to sit in the class.
I did.
Talk.
So these brand new radios, one is the 6000, the other one is the 4000. Are we back?
That was neat.
That was weird. Let me know if you. Let me know if we're still on.
Yeah, we're still on.
All right. So we back on.
Yeah, we're on.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, these radios are gonna be in the price point that everybody can buy, right? It has like I said, the 6000, the 4000, and yeah, really nice 24-bit.
It's just Sony catching up.
Yes,
it's really what it comes down to. So if you're a Sony fan, they're going to catch up. What was really more exciting is the new GS5 channel. I'm sorry, the new ES5 channel.
The new ES5 channel, yes.
So there again, if you got to see the live video we did from the floor, we got to have Chris Beulah tell us all about the new ES5 channel amplifier and its user-friendly design or ergonomics as far as the layout and how you'd set up. Decent size amplifier. It's looking to be pretty cool. Not DSP.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. I know there's got to be a DSP drop.
It has to be.
Because they slowly but surely released a ton of
small
stuff.
Pieces. Yes.
Yeah.
One of the things that I want to mention about these radios is, as soon as you see it on the website or whatever, in the back of the radio they have the USB and HDMI.
Okay.
And it's the one that you like.
Are they countersunk?
Countersunk.
Yeah.
Like really nice. So they think.
Yeah. I mean, I think we made enough of us think about Pioneer screwing the pooch on that one that everyone did that.
They both Maestro compatible, so that's nice.
Back to the Audison real quick. Buy, amp, or bridge every audio driver. We're talking about the Audison stuff. Yes, the Audison stuff will be bridgeable channels. So unlike the major competitor on the market right now that has similar 12-channel amplifier that are not bridgeable, these will be bridgeable. So that is going to be one cool thing about them when they finally do ship. It's amazing how you disappear for a second and then the numbers just drop. Last thing in the new product news. Hey, that's right. What would the news be without talking about something that honestly don't really care about, but I know some of you guys do, which is the power sports, the boats and stuff like that. MB Quartz Nautica speakers are going to be shipping soon. So if you're looking for a alternative to, let's say, Rockford Kicker JL, and you want that super horn loaded bad boy tower tubby thingy, check out MB Court. Also, if you have a motorhome and you're looking for a new radio for your motorhome, MB Court has a full line of RV radios, which I did not know about until doing my research, because our friend Mr. Chris Bennett works there now, and one of the brands that he's concentrating on is MB Court. So I wanted to go take a look and see some of the products that they carry. They have, I was like, a full RV line. Like, that is cool. Like, honestly, like, nobody makes full RV stuff. Like, you're not going to see like Kenwood or Pioneer or Alpine or Sony for that matter. You will see Rockford. Rockford, you'll probably see that.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, MB Corp makes a full RV line. It's very, very neat. Very exciting. All right. that ends the new product news. It kind of brings us to the talking point of the show. Will aftermarket benefit from new CarPlay? For those of you guys that are Apple fanboys and have the time, you might have seen that there's a new version of CarPlay coming out that is all-encompassing, meaning if the car manufacturers want it, they can really dig deep into the features of CarPlay into their vehicle. So, a little backstory on CarPlay. Basically, CarPlay and Android Auto, as a team, have saved aftermarket radio sales. Apple, in particular, has probably saved the 12-volt head unit market more times than we could ever possibly imagine. And I know what you're saying. Oh, screw Apple. No. Don't hate them. The reality is that a lot of the features that you now enjoy are thankful to companies like Apple and Google. If it wasn't for the iPod many years ago, a lot of the integration features that we now love and enjoy wouldn't existed in a timely manner that it happened, because when everyone started buying portable MP3 players, they wanted a way to get them into their car, and auxiliary didn't exist, so it allowed companies like Peripheral at the time, now PAC, to introduce, and a half dozen others, to introduce interfacing into the factory radio via CD changer ports to create an auxiliary input, later turned into an iPod input, which later turned into more Bluetooth. So the cell phone industry in a whole has really impacted the aftermarket radio. And allowed us to continue to sell radios. Since then, the car manufacturers have gotten a bit savvy to this and have updated their cars so that keeping the radio has, like if it has CarPlay and Android Auto, the chances of us moving it on are pretty slim. And now, if you have a wired Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, there are adapters that you can plug in to retain or to add, I should say, wireless versions of either one.
Yeah.
And so now we move forward into the next iteration of this, where it might be them that also saved the car industry. However, I don't see the car industry as being as smart as the 12-volt industry was, but for the same reason, meaning if they give over control of their systems to Apple, then they become beholden to Apple. So when you see, I don't know if we'll see somebody like a Chevy or somebody, a Ford, that'll be like, we're going to make this all CarPlay and Android Auto dashboards that have all this information on them that can interface with the car and do all this neat stuff.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I feel that at some point we're just going to see, like, for example, my watch. I pay $10 a month for my watch to be a cell phone. It has a phone number that you never call because all it does is use call forwarding. At some point, there'll be a time where we won't even need to get into our car with our iPhone, like to pair up our iPhone. It'll just be part of the service. Like, as long as my phone knows it's near my watch,
right? And
if I get a phone call, it automatically, I can hit it on my watch. If I'm only wearing my watch, it knows I only have my watch, and I can make and accept phone calls without my phone around. So there'll be a time where, you'll decide when you buy a car, do I want the Android car or the Apple car? And probably sooner than we all think.
Yeah, definitely something that's coming.
Software update, brick my car, can't come to work. Hey, man. Or I'm stuck in the garage doing a software update, because I that'll be one. And there again, we're not far from that right now with the Tesla. I mean, the Tesla, constantly pushes over-the-air updates that hose things or make things not work anymore. So, back to this, Matt. Yes, Maxonic still owns MB Quartz.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting. What are your thoughts?
No, I think it's awesome. I think the technology is moving forward, and we're gonna have more ideas. It's gonna be harder for us to actually integrate into these cars.
See, that's where I think you're wrong.
Really?
Because if we get a common platform,
but we never gonna get a common platform.
Well, yeah, but we will though, because Apple isn't going to be making. Apple is not going to be making a ton of they're going to give you a build code and you're going to build to this. Okay.
Right.
So listen, man, these guys, Android will put itself on everybody. It doesn't care. But there's still a certain amount of normalcy to it. Like, you have to tick these boxes in order to play that. Apple is the worst when it comes to this. It's like, hey, this is what it has to be. There's no wiggle room. So, you're going to see these cars, like, okay, so for example, Chrysler right now.
Okay.
Chrysler is made by Harman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. A lot of the Chrysler stuff is made by Harman, electronics, not the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when we pull a radio out of Dodge, it's the same radio that's in a Charger. It's the same radio that's in all the cars. It's uniform throughout the whole line. It's a uniform platform.
Yeah.
So that has made it extremely easy for us to use things like Amp Pros. All right. So in essence, once they've unlocked one, they've unlocked them all.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it has made it very simple for us to update a Chrysler. Ford is becoming simpler, and Chevy is can't make up its mind. But at some point, Chevy will say, no, this is the platform we're going to go forward with, and then it'll be easy for us.
And this is what I'm saying. Like for example, like Chevy. How many years it's been, and we're still dealing with this. So like, okay, no,
right,
never mind.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna change it.
But there again, a lot of those manufacturers have been off on little pet projects building simpler stuff because they're chasing the quick dollar. But my point is this may be good for us as far as adding.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not going to be good for us.
And
it's
stuff like that.
Good.
I think this is terrible for the radio side of things because we're not going to, they've been saying aftermarket radios have been dead for a long time. And there again, we know it's true. We've been in denial, but yet we still have companies that won't invest outside of radios, thinking that for some reason. And there again, they know more than we do because they get to deal with a lot of these car manufacturers. Yeah. I just don't know, what they're thinking with this. Plus, we have no idea what we're going to get access to on the aftermarket side. Are we going to be able to tie into these things? Are we going to be able to do more functionality with CarPlay and let's say iData type stuff?
And this is my argument. Like, it's going to be really hard for us trying to figure it out. This thing, as soon as we figure it out and we have the pieces, and these companies like Amprometra, NavTV, and all these guys, find a way to tap into these systems, it's another car.
Yeah, and there again, this pretty much sums up the point. Some car companies are great at infotainment, some are horrible. I think car manufacturers will eventually realize they can pass the buck to Apple and focus on other things. And exactly. So, when you look at for example, you look at Kia and Hyundai, they do an okay job, but reality is if they could pass it off to somebody else, they totally would, because for one, it would increase their revenue, and two, yes, they could spend money on something else.
Yeah. I don't think that is going to happen. But
morning, John. I got your package.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's going to happen? Why not?
I don't think Chevy and all these big companies going to just here you go, man. Do whatever you want.
Well, it's actually the other way. It's Apple going, here, you have access to this, and them deciding to use it or not. The thing is there's going to come a point where the consumer demand outweighs
100%.
Their stinginess.
Yes. Yes.
So the consumers are going to want it, and they're going to buy the cars that have it. BMW has always been one of those first on the forefront to try new integration stuff, even though they sometimes do it really stupid by wanting to charge people extra to just turn something on in software. Yeah. I don't know. It ought to be interesting to see how this all plays out. My main focus was, you look at Apple saving the 12-volt industry many, many times. The cell phone business then transitioning into Apple. I'm not, there again, if you're not an Apple fanboy, it's okay.
Yeah.
Android didn't make an iPod, so just let it go. And hey, man, you got to give doers due. I mean, there again, they just made it better, and then everyone copied them. Apple probably already has developed a platform for all car manufacturers.
Of course.
And their own. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Apple has enough money to say, screw you guys. We'll make our own car.
And that's what's probably going to happen.
And if they do, dude, Apple fanboys unite. I mean, everyone bought a pair of Nikes because they had an Apple chip in the bottom of them. Yeah. So, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see how these things go.
That's right.
Time is a funny thing. But with that, guys, I'd like to thank you guys so much for spending your morning with us. We hope you have been informed. We hope you understand. There again, if you would like to know more about these stories, you can head over to CE Outlook, where links are in the description. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll be doing the Saturday show at 6 o'clock on the 5 Star Network.
That's right.
Today is Friday. Make sure to tune into Instagram. That's 5-star on Instagram. We'll be talking a little bit more about the vehicle we're working on here in the back. Not too much because we are filming a video on it. We know you guys love that stuff. And also Monday. We'll be back Monday at 6:30 on Facebook.
That's right.
That's it. That's all I got. You guys, if we don't see you till then, make sure you have a great weekend. If we see you tomorrow, I can't wait. You guys have a good day. It's Friday. I know, right? Who's excited about Friday?
Woo, not me.
Woo, yeah, Friday.
Bye, guys.